I'm here at Money 2020 with Aditi from Instabase. How are you doing today?
Very well, thank you. It's great to be here, and thank you for speaking to us.
Of course. Can you tell me a little bit about Instabase?
Absolutely. So Instabase is a generative AI company where our mission is to help organizations activate enterprise content and data to get insights and accelerate decision making and take actions on that data.
Oh, wow.
So we work with some of the largest financial services, insurance, federal, and other companies to be able to help them automate their workflows, speed up their processing, and provide better customer experience through getting insights and understanding all the vast amounts of unstructured data that their organizations deal with.
So we say unstructured data, like you have different things with paperwork coming. Insurance
Yep.
is heavy paperwork.
Yeah.
How do you work with that? How does that process work?
Absolutely. So it's a very well-known fact that more than 80% of the data that comes into enterprises is unstructured. And you gave the example of saying at insurance, you have a ton of documents that come in the claims processing department. You'll have a lot of submissions that come in. You have bordereau that comes in. On the banking side as well, you have n number of different data items and documents coming in when you're onboarding a customer, when you're originating a loan, when you're making investments, and so on. In all of these functions, irrespective of how complex or variable the document or the data is, Instabase as a platform, using the power of generative AI and large language models, can extract the requisite data from the documents, validate that data to make sure that it is accurate and it is reliable, and then pass that on onto downstream systems, which can then further the actions or the decisions that are needed to be taken. So we work with a number of insurance companies in all of the use cases that I mentioned. Same thing on the banking and asset and wealth management side.
That's really interesting. So you work more with larger institutions. Do you interact with FinTechs? What's your interaction with FinTechs?
Absolutely. So we do that. Until recently, our focus used to be very much in the enterprise space, but over the course of this year, we now have an offering for everybody, including some of the large multi-million dollar processing banks that you see here, as well as really early stage startups that might be about 4 or 5 people setting out to build their first AI app. And on the Instabase platform, we have an offering called AI Hub, which is our core generative AI offering. And the versions of AI Hub can be used by you and me. So you can literally launch AI Hub on your own phone and pass it the menu of a restaurant in Spanish and ask it whether or not there are items you can have given your allergies, for example, all the way up to where a startup is building an app. So an interesting use case, we have startups who are using Instabase to build their own solutions for their own customers, using our technology as the backbone for their apps. And then obviously we have enterprise customers who are using us across business lines.
With everything that you're seeing with unstructured data, where do you see the future going?
So every single conversation that's happening here involves AI in some form or the other. And AI is only as good as the data that is being used to train it and the data that it is acting upon. Unstructured data has long been the biggest bottleneck to organizations being able to achieve true value, both from AI and from the transformation of their own business systems and processes. What we are coming in to do is to help unlock that unstructured data and help unlock that bottleneck. The way I see it in terms of future progression, AI is going to keep getting smarter. The models are going to get smarter. The way people are using and adopting these models are not only going to get smarter, but also safer and more reliable. And being able to tackle and manage the problem of unstructured data is going to stay the foundation of all of that future evolution of AI.
That sounds great. It's really interesting. Look forward to future conversations. Thank you very much for taking the time to talk to us at the Tech Behind.
Absolutely. It's been a pleasure. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Bye.
Understanding the technology that powers the money is essential. Knowing the business drivers that inspire how the money is made is crucial. Bridging the gap between the mind of the technologist and the mind of the business is monumental. That is what TBF is all about. Let's start this never-ending conversation. It's time.